It's something that's like a big moment where you're going away or like...
Agree.
He pays, but like just little like everyday things, like we're just quickly getting a Nando's, like fuck it, like don't worry, I got you, boy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, honey. You for your £15.
I agree. Like I know
we
do, you know, we fought for our rights and, you know, we have rights now. But yeah, I'm not paying on the first date.
Well, I've always said, and like, this is a bit controversial. I don't know if I should really say this.
Okay.
I don't know if I can put this in, but I'm a feminist, but I'm a feminist with a twist.
Yeah.
I'm like a modern day one, like more of like a 2020, like two.
Yeah.
It's 2023 feminist. So it's like, I am here for the women's rights. Like I want women to be so equal. Like women are more powerful than men anyway, I think.
Amen.
But when it comes to like paying and stuff, I want a man to pay, but I interpret it in a way it's like, you're losing out to a woman. You're losing money.
Oh, you like
to me, like I'm so empowered and I'm so much of a woman that you're losing money.
You're wasting your money on me.
Yeah, you're wasting money on me. Like feminist to the world. Like,
oh my God, it's so true.
Yeah, I see it in that way. Like I don't see it as in a way like I'm weaker than you. Like you're paying, I'm so weak. I see it as like I'm so strong that I'm making you lose money.
And also if half of us end up getting cheated on anyway, we might as well have our dinner
feminist with a twist.
Yeah. Oh my God, I completely agree. No, I'll never pay for a thing again.
I've got someone under my wing. Yeah. 2022 to 2023.
Like rights for women, kind of.
But it is rights, but it's like more of like, I don't know, I just think women are more powerful than men. Like, do you know what I mean?
I've said on many different occasions, if you let a woman talk long enough, she's going to tell on herself. This is the mindset, gentlemen, that you face out here in the modern dating market. According to the accents, these young ladies are probably from the UK. And it's a shame that this brain virus has swam its way over to Europe as well. But she thinks women are smarter and stronger and better than men because they're able to manipulate us out of our well-earned and hard-earned dollars. Shout out to social media. Shout out to podcast microphones because they're finally letting us behind the curtain at the magic show. They're finally letting us know how the tricks are done. And I'm grateful in one respect, but I'm furious on another because this woman is attractive enough, and her co-host, they're attractive enough where a man who does not consume this type of content, a man who does not understand his own value in the sexual marketplace, is liable to wife up one of these women with devastating results. Inevitable with this kind of mindset. Guys, if you meet a woman and you're on a date with her, your vetting process should be to find out if there's even a pinch of salt's worth of feminism anywhere in her. Because if there is, she's no good to you. Have your fun, wear a condom, but don't ever commit to a woman who thinks this way and who has friends around her, like this one does, who are willing to reinforce this stinking thinking. You can do better, and you should.
You know, one thing that drives me absolutely crazy is when I'm having a conversation with somebody and they're like, hey, let's go do these things on these dates. And I say, cool, sounds good. Let me have a conversation with my fiance and I'll keep you posted. And immediately they're like, you have to ask him for permission. Does he own you? First of all, let's not be childish. Second of all, when you are in a relationship, the decisions you make affect your partner. It's called consideration, respect, and maturity. So low-key in the back of my head, I am thinking, oh my gosh, this is why you're single. Because why in the world do you automatically go to ownership when you consider your partner and the decisions you make? I'm telling you right now, if this man decided one day, hey, I'm going to go to Cali for a week, and he does not tell me until he is in California, baby, we will have major issues. Right. Because ain't no way in this freaking world that we do not make these decisions together. This is my teammate, my partner. Not to mention, this man bought this house. He pays my bills. He's more than likely sending me money on the trip that you are trying to take with me. I do not want to be single with you. I am quite literally spoiled, and I love it here. So don't play these games with me. You can keep that to yourself. Thank you.
Shout out to our brother Shisha Zed for this clip. Links to his channel down, pinned to the top comment. But I want to show this young lady because she's made this kind of content for a while. This is when she was a fiance. She's now married. And I want to show you a true dichotomy, a true night and day difference between the typical thought process of Western women and this young lady. She's rare. So for you guys still dating out here, if you want to find her, get ready to put your gloves on and search through haystacks for a needle.
And to the people who are always like, why don't you hang out with anybody else but your husband? Don't you have other friends? You seem obsessed. It's because I am. I'm confused. Like, for starters, yes, I have other friends, but that's the bestie. Like, we be hee and ha all day. I'm confused. We are hilarious. Why would I not want to spend most of my time with my husband? Why would you not want that? And then on top of that, let me say this. Let's go back to 2020. In 2020, I moved from Georgia to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That's not a 5-hour 5-hour, 6-hour drive, right? And while there, I was 2 hours away from my husband, but boyfriend at the time. So I was in the city by myself, and I'm out here studying to go to law school because I was like, I'm going to go to Wake Forest. So I'm studying for the LSAT to get into law school, and I decided I need to get a job in the meantime, right? Because I got bills to pay. I got a whole studio apartment downtown. So I start working at a multi-billion-dollar company, and while there, I worked in their warehouse, and I had a 30-pound package fall on my foot, and it jacked me all the way up. So they sent me to their doctor, who put me in a boot and said I needed to be out of work for like 3 months. And since they were like, it came from our doctor, we sent you there, you don't have to pay for the medical bills, and we'll continue to pay you while you're out because it wasn't your fault. Okay? Shocker. They did not pay me while I was out, and they did not want to pay the medical bills. I had them people hunting me up. They were hunting me down to pay that bill. I'm sitting here like, no, that's not my responsibility. I'm confused. Like, what happened? What happened to nice people that were helping me? No, they disappeared really quickly. So I fell into a deep depression. I was spiraling, okay? Especially being by myself. Like, I did not know what to do, and I was blowing through my savings at that point in time. And this man was the main person, always calling me, encouraging me, pouring into me, even when I didn't even want to pray. He's like, we got to pray. God got you. He got a plan. There's a reason for everything. Like, he was such a light during that time period. Not to mention, he had just lost his grandmother and aunt back to back at the same time. And he was still going above and beyond, which I was trying to be there and supportive to him as well. But oh my gosh, like, I love this man. And then I ended up finding a job while I was waiting to go back to the one that I left because they were about to help me pay for college and everything. So I wasn't leaving them, even though they did me dirty. But in that job, they were only willing to pay me $10 an hour. I'm like, what bills was that paying? I was still having to dip into my savings to pay my bills, but they promised promotions and raises that they eventually said, you know what, we changed your mind. So then I started putting in job applications at different places. I fell into the company that I'm in now. And at that point, I told my husband, I was like, I don't think I want to go to law school anymore. I think I want to turn what I'm in into a career because it opens up so many doors for opportunities. And I think I can be really good at this. And this man was my number one supporter in that. He was like, I believe in you. You got this. Not to mention, this is also the same person who encouraged me to get on social media, which has opened up so many other doors and opportunities for me, which is completely and utterly amazing. Like, when I tell you this man has been in my corner, has been a main supporter, has always been a light and a joy in my life. Yes, I'm obsessed with this man. Yes, I want to spend more time with him than anybody else. Like, why wouldn't I love this man. And on top of that, he's fine and funny. Like, I don't understand these questions.
But shout out to this young lady, man. It sounds as though she's well within her femininity. It sounds as though she's grateful for her husband and his efforts. It sounds as though she's willing to step into her femininity and stay there and provide the advisory role she was created from scratch to perform, and that she's performing it well. I'm not crazy about the fake fingernails, but I'm going to look past that because there's so much more positive going on than that one negative. The odds of you guys, for my young guys watching, salute to you. Hit that like button. But I say this, man, for you young guys still dating, for you guys who don't yet have your passports, or if your name's on the waiting list, my advice to you is to understand this one's off the market. You can't have this one. And women like her, especially in this age bracket, are so rare that your odds of finding one in this mindset with this level of attractiveness, well, you might as well go out and buy a Powerball ticket or a Mega Millions ticket while you're at it, because the odds are roughly similar. But salute to them. You know, they're making it work and they're making it happen. And, you know, I hope that the thought process she exemplifies begins to catch on like wildfire, unlike that filthy nonsense at the top of the video, which seems to be much more pervasive. Because my thing is, guys, unless you got a woman like this in your corner, what you've got is nothing but a burden that walks. Case in point.
So why did I get an email saying that the light bill about to get cut off?
Because you didn't pay it, obviously.
I gave you the money. I gave you the money last week.
No, that was money for my hair and my nails. Don't even do that. Now, you know I told you I had a hair appointment and I was going to get my nails redone. Don't even play like that.
Your hair and your nails.
You should have paid that light bill.
I told you. I gave you the money for
I don't want to
it.
hear that.
I told you to pay it.
That money was for my hair and my nails. What are you talking about?
Are you serious right now, bro?
No, are you serious? I told you need to go online and you need to pay it. I told you I was using that to pay for my deposit of my hair appointment.
I told you, bro.
What you mean?
They just sent me a notice. I told you, bro. Like.
Well, you better get an extension or something. I don't know what to tell you. I already used that money. What are you talking about? You should have been paid it. You should have been a man and made sure the bills was paid.
What happened to your money? Why can't you pay for your own hair? What happened to your money?
I I have to do other stuff with my money. You don't need to worry about that. You need to be a man and you need to take care of them bills. That's what you need to do. You need to be a man and worry about them bills. They should be paid and up to date. What are you talking about?
That's why I gave you the money for the light bill so you could pay it, not to get your hair and your nails done, bro.
Whatever.
And here we've come full circle, gentlemen. Back to where we started. To show you a dichotomy, as meant before. Are there good women left in the West? Flip over enough rocks, search through enough couch cushions, I'm sure you'll find one. But the majority are just like this, using bill money to go do her hair and nails. Long as she look fly, everything's okay. In the mind of a bird brain. This is gutter rat behavior, guys. And unfortunately, our brother here has fallen into the greatest mistake most Western men will ever make. And that's cohabiting with a Western female. One that was born here, raised here, or God help you, educated here. Now, what this young man needs to do, he needs to call the power company, work out whatever extension that he can get from them and whatever leniency they can give him so he can get that stuff squared away. Up next, he needs to talk to his family and maybe his friends to find out what his living arrangement options are. If her name's on anything where they live, that's problematic. But if she's not on anything in that house, he's need to find a way to get her the fuck up out of there. Or if her name is on all the stuff, the lease, the lights, the water, all that, he needs to immediately start gearing his actions and his money toward breaking the lease, paying whatever payment he has to pay as far as a penalty for that, and getting his own spot where she has no say-so and not a single article of clothing where it will ever reside there. This guy needs to run fast. Because for her to say out of her mouth with conviction, don't worry about what I do with my money. Don't worry about, we got the freaking lights about to get cut off.
This bitch.
Are you feminism with a twist? Be a man, do what a man is, quote, supposed to do, unquote. Meanwhile, you are useless as a helpmate, which is what God himself designed you to be. One blood cell, one axon, one neuron at a time. You are out of order. You are out of line. And if this young man has any sense whatsoever or any positive male masculine role models in his life, you are out the fucking door. On your nipples, sliding to the curb. Because that's where you belong. Out there with the rest of the garbage. Learn a lesson from our brother here, man. Learn a lesson and don't let it be you. That's all I got for today, fellas. That's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.